pick my boogers and put them on places, probably when I was really young. But how old
Yeah, I
are we
was
talking?
He said middle and high school.
no, I
Yeah,
finished.
no, that's unacceptable.
No, I started.
Thank you.
Too far.
Am I allowed to be vulnerable on this show? I
Absolutely.
started in elementary, and I'd lay in bed at night because my brother would lay above me. There's another thing my brother used to do. He let me lay below him. This is a true story. I'm not proud of this. And he would spit on my forehead. Like, I don't know how he convinced me. It's awful. It's very awful. I'm just being honest tonight.
Abuse.
But I would lay in bed at night, and I would just take my little finger right here. You know my fingers. And I got
All
a
right,
bigger nose.
all right.
And I would put on the wall. And when they
How
cleaned the
old were
room
you?
out, when they took the bed down,
How old are
it was
you?
11, maybe. Double digits, probably 10 or 11.
Man,
You're wrong, dude.
I'm judging you big time right now.
Dude, hard.
I'm
He's holding
judging
his
you.
hoodie up. He's trying to
With
like.
All
JB.
right. So you want my advice? What do you want my advice about, man?
All right, David D.
Yeah.
This guy, you get 2 minutes of his time real quick. Ask him about marriage and relationships.
Yeah, man. So you're newly married, okay?
Right.
I'm actually older than you, but I am 100% single, man. And so what's
Okay.
some good advice you can give me for helping find the right one? And just some good tips up front. What do you got?
Have you dated before, like long-term relationships?
I have. Yes, I have.
What's the longest term relationship you've had?
About 3 years.
And
It's a pretty long time.
3 years is a long time. Did you consider marrying that person?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
And so that didn't work
I was
out.
very young.
How old were you?
I started it would have been like 17 to 20.
Wow, this is getting deep.
Yeah.
17 to 20. So what was the deal? Did you expect to, I don't know if I just asked you this, you expected to marry this girl? You thought you were going to?
I didn't know. I think I was trying to figure that out. And I was young and I think we both just decided it wasn't the right fit, you know?
But
was actually
was that
good.
out of like trial and error? Like, why did you decide that it wasn't the right
Yeah.
fit?
It's a great question. I don't know. I think I was trying to navigate all that when I was 20, but I don't know. You reach a certain point, like 3 years is a long time, and it's kind of time to stop playing games probably after that long with someone. And so
Right.
I think at that point you want to be pretty confident, and we had a conversation and it ended up going the other way.
Do you think
know?
that broke your image of like getting married now, maybe?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I hope not.
I'm
Did
sorry.
you- So at that time, were you taking it serious or were you not taking it serious?
I would have said I was taking it serious.
So were you guys physically active in the sheets?
Oh my God.
We're going there.
How
No,
how
we're
intimate are we getting?
I was
in this
I
live?
was a
I
good
mean,
boy. I was good.
authenticity,
good.
breeds security. To be honest, you know what I mean.
I agree with that.
Well, I feel like I'm
You need
trying
to
to
be
lead tonight
vulnerable.
with the with
No,
the
that
booger
was
thing.
great.
So I feel
No,
like-
that was wonderful.
booger thing
So you
definitely
said
started off.
you guys were holding out,
Yeah, we were.
and
So,
so that's good. So a lot of as we know, that stuff can cloud your judgment and cloud your
exactly.
decision
Yeah.
making and cloud whether you know that person is right for you or not, because there's that's kind of a blinder.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's a timing to these things. I agree with you.
Exactly.
Sure.
So I think when I really got serious with Haley is when I stopped having sex, because it made things super clear to me. I was able to really build that foundation with her, build that trust. And so she kind of knew, okay, he's, she was able to take me seriously and know, like, oh, if I'm not doing it with her, then I'm not doing it with anybody else. And she kind of got to trust me in that aspect.
I love
So that
that.
kind of brought us to the next
I
level.
agree with you 100%. Yeah. I think it's great advice.
So
So
number one,
good.
no sex. Number two, what's been the greatest thing you've learned in your first year of marriage that would maybe help other people that are in relationships? Like, is there one big
Greatest
lesson
thing
you
I've
take away?
learned is, I mean, every relationship's different because certain relationships have like baggage. Some people don't. Haley and I started years ago and like we had an on and off thing and had some trust issues and stuff. But I think for the most part, like consistency and time really shows, and you get to see the person's character with time. When you're
Right.
consistent and you're walking with Jesus, I think as that person sees you constantly doing the same thing, making the same effort every day, they start to trust that is the person that you are. And in areas where you are growing, they get to see that that's where your head's at, that's where your mind's at, and you constantly are speaking things into existence, and that becomes your reality rather than, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what's been super cool, is like making the commitment to, because at the end of the day, it is love is, it's a choice, right? Like when you get
Yeah.
married,
Yeah.
it was a decision, and I didn't know, like you don't ever like no, but like you make the choice, this is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, and
It's
Beautiful.
totally a choice.
that's what I
I think
did.
that can help a lot of people. It's fully a choice to marry someone. I love
Yeah.
what you said about consistency because it really does build up to create a super safe, beautiful relationship. But when
Exactly.
you're just choosing to be consistent day in, day out, it doesn't really feel like much, but it is. It's everything.
It's everything. It really is. It really is. And I love how, well, it's in today's society, you have a lot of people who say things like, I said something the other day, like marriage just keeps getting better day by day. Like my marriage with my wife just keeps getting better. And you have things in society where people are like, someone said to me, well, you haven't been married, X, Y amount of years, right? And I just don't want to have that attitude. Like, I really feel like my marriage gets better every day. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you agree, babe?
Awesome.
We got Haley's attention now. She's off the phone.
Hells.
What's
Say what's up
Hell,
to the
Love you.
crew.
Hey,
Hi.
you guys are
Love you
coaching David
guys.
D.
this is
We're
big.
trying to
I
give
was
David
trying
some.
to listen to what he was saying because I was like, what is he saying about our relationship right now? I got nervous.
He's
So
giving
she's
us
on.
gold.
She was
Gold.
talking with her dad. It's Stephen Baldwin's birthday today.
Oh
So
my
happy
gosh.
birthday, Stephen
Come on.
Baldwin.
I'm gonna FaceTime him next.
But no, I'm just talking about our relationship and how, there's we started off, with some trust issues, you know what I mean? And what broke those things and got us to realize that, this person is, because we're all work in progress every day. We have our blind spots, but like to say, this is the person that I want to be, and I'm going to spend every day trying to be that person for you and following Jesus in the process. And by doing that, he's going to, teach me how to love you better, how to serve you better, how to, be more patient, more kind. And, that's kind of what has allowed you to kind of see where my heart is based on the consistency, you think? Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, you made a choice to trust that God put us in this, like, put us
Well, I
together.
also just think that, like, even from the beginning, when, like, we first started hanging out from, like, just being friends, progressing elsewhere, and now there's a dog, progressing elsewhere, and then, like, going from not, like, friends to not friends, like, more than friends. I feel like I just always could see. I feel like you let me see a different part of you because we were such good friends, and
For sure.
I was spending time with you in a different kind of space.
For sure.
We were spending a lot of time together, so I felt
sure.
like, regardless of all whatever like stupid decisions you were out doing and making, I felt like that wasn't really what you wanted, just based on the conversations we had
Right.
behind closed doors, and based on the people that were around you and the people who inspired you, like Rich and Judah and all those people who you were like, you knew you wanted the same kind of thing that all of them had.
Yeah. I
Let
just,
me ask you a question, JB and Haley, because I think it's an interesting one. Because there's probably a lot of people watching, and even David D. Because you guys dated, then he didn't date, but then you eventually got married. What? Some people like maybe don't understand like the power of marriage, or even when we even say that, they're like, "What does that mean?" What felt different after being married? Like, it's more than just living together, and it's more than just having sex. Like,
Mhm.
Is there anything you can like speak to in terms of like, did that bring a new level of confidence to you? Like you felt like,
Well,
because I think that's kind of a fun thing. Because I think
I
marriage
honestly
is a
think
big
one thing, like for us, that specifically made things confusing in the beginning is because we were like sleeping together when we were younger. So, you know, obviously that like stirs up a lot of, I mean, I think for me, it can stir up feelings and it can get confusing and, you know, it just can make things just harder. So
complicated.
yeah, it can complicate things for sure. Definitely because if you're like, we're friends, but we're not friends, but we're
I think
more.
I was
and
always
then,
honest with her though, with where I was at
Yeah.
before. And I think that helped because I never made her believe that like, you know, I was always like, you know, I'm in a place where I'm really not ready to fully commit because like that's just not where I'm at. I don't know really what's going on in my life. Like I kind of wasn't all in with Jesus at the time. I was kind of just trying to figure out my like what boundaries I was going to set for myself, what I, you know, kind of what I believed in at the time. And so as I was doing that, you know, Haley and I were just, you know, that's why sin is just such a blinder and can be such a confusing thing because, you know, it just makes things really messy.
yeah, I can make. That's what I was trying to say. It's like it made things a little messy, and it was like he wanted to do the right thing, so like we would be together, and we were like dating for a second, and then you know he realized like, okay, this is not what I want right this very second. So then it would, you know, try to go back to like friends, and then we'd be dating again, and then it was like, you know, I'm going on tour, so I take it back. I don't want to be in a relationship right now. But he never lied about it. He never was like, you're the only person for me and I'm going to love you forever. He was always super honest. Like, that's just not the place that I'm in right now. So obviously, like, you guys know that we like went our separate ways for a bit because it just got too confusing, I think, for both of us. Because we knew we had love for each other and, you know,
So I want to go to David real quick. We're gonna head over to him. What do you think it is for you? Do you think anything's holding you back from? Are you looking? Are you trying to find that special someone? Are you digging this season you're in where you're kind of playing the field?
No, I think I'd be open to jumping in something right now. I think I'm in a good place where I don't feel rushed at all, which I don't really want to be rushed. I don't think you should be rushed in this area.
Right.
But yeah, if I felt confident enough in a relationship, I feel like I'm in a place where I would definitely go for it, which is
That's
good.
awesome.
You know?
That's awesome.
just has to be the right girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly. I think I'm waiting for someone that I match really well with and that I feel
Yeah.
confident enough to go there with.
It's totally different for everyone. Like, I think people forget in our situation, like we had history with each other. So it wasn't like two strangers that came together and were like,
Totally.
I think we're supposed to get married. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't that at all. I think,
Like we've known each other since we were 13 years old.
Yeah.
since we were kids. And also, like, in our time together, we had conversations about, like, where we saw our future. And he was telling me, like, you're the person that I see myself, ew, that I see myself marrying when I was, like, 19.
He's marking his territory.
Right.
Honor the man.
What does that mean?
Honor me, babe.
You're
Just
so
honor
man.
me.
I love when
So
Rich
many
says
people are
honor
doing
me.
that right now.
When Rich says honor me, hey, sing me Happy Father's Day right now. Honor me. I was digging that.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Like on Mother's Day, like to make it
Yeah,
even
like,
weirder.
it's like the rudest thing ever, man. People are so upset about it.
But David, man, David.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I don't know.
What's
I
up?
don't know. I'm just kind of busting your balls.
So
So good.
So obviously David D can't, get out of the house because we're quarantined, but we've been trying to make the best out of it. We've been going on at, night, preaching a little bit, but more just entertaining, having fun. And so we put a joke out like week 1, 9 weeks ago. Hey, we want to get David D married. And like people were like, hey, I'm down to talk to him. So like applications came in, we had a whole process. We had 21 girls. Now we're down to 9. One girl dropped out last week. She's like, I'm not feeling it anymore.
You guys are like the Bachelor.
But now
She liked the challenge.
we're talking to girls every night, and who knows? Maybe one of these girls you might meet.
Could be.
I call it COVID love. You never
No
know.
virtual
Porn
wedding.
day.
Do you? Are you guys like? How are you guys going through the applicants?
We had a team, a judicial committee, if you will. I really believe in democracy,
Right.
and that team brought together, lined up spiritual gifts, and we had some challenges. Now, I got rid of the first 11. That's me to say it that way. And we've left it to 10. One quit, so we have 9. And now the 9, it's true though. Now the 9 are coming on. And next Friday night, we're having a voter pool with everybody out in social media world. And they're going to vote. And we're going to take the top 5. Then from top 5, we'll go to top 2.
Yep.
And then we're going to bring the top 2 onto
You're
Voo
gonna have a
Conference
rose
Live.
ceremony.
Come out.
What?
You're gonna have a rose ceremony like the Bachelor.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, at Voo Conference Live in the studio.
It's mad weird.
I mean, anybody would be lucky to have you. You're handsome. You're
Don't butter
smart.
me up, man.
Bro, stop.
Don't
His whole
you
life
butter
has
me
changed,
up.
man. We started this combo going, David E., how do you stay grounded now being, rich and famous? I mean, this whole thing has changed his life, JB. I mean, you'd be shocked. He goes out to put the trash out. People in the neighborhood
spinning out of
recognize him.
control.
I saw you last night
It's
on the
scary.
show.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. So
That's kind of
funny.
amazing.
So
All
funny.
sorts of stories you can create when you're cooped up in your house for 8 or 9 weeks,
Totally.
We're partying.
You gotta
over.
get creative with your time.
I love
Hey,
going out.
if I the carpet on those stairs, man, I wouldn't have shoes on if I were you guys. I'd just let my feet just sink right into that
Oh,
carpet.
bro, it just sinks like a cushion, You
I love
sink
that.
into it.
It's the best.
When we get real
Go
bored, we
see
grab
that
sleeping
carpet.
bags and
Go
just slide
zoom in
down.
into that carpet.
Huh?
Zoom into that carpet real quick.
Here,
Is
zoom
it on
that
a stand?
carpet. That carpet. Look at this.
There's gonna be Rich's boogers in the carpet.
No,
It looks so cozy.
I'm getting soon as quarantine's over, I'm getting Stanley steamers in here. This place is gonna look great.
Don't do the chef's kiss.
We're gonna do a
Shut
deep
up.
we're gonna do a deep cleaner in here. It's gonna be
That's
phenomenal.
good.
Think about putting some
summer clean.
tile. I don't know. Just gotta see how the year goes, but
We miss you guys, man.
I know. I'm so sad about Voo Conference.
I know.
I miss you guys.
Are you guys
I want
doing
you guys-
something
I
for
want you to
You
be
Zoom?
a part
guys
of Voo
realize that
Conference.
we got back together at your conference. Like, that's a monumental thing for our relationship.
So special.
We're
We're still
doing
doing it this
a
year.
digital conference, and I want to interview you guys during the conference on relationships.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
do it.
We'll tell you our relationship story since, it sparked back up at Voo. Thanks,
I
guys.
love
it.
I love that you said it gets better and better, JV. Because
Every day.
we feel the same way. It really does. Sometimes you try to hold on to the moment, and you think like, how could it get better? But it does. And same with
Absolutely.
kids.
Totally
Like,
does.
I love the stages they're in, and I couldn't imagine it getting better, but it does.
Can't wait for you guys to have kids. Oh, it's gonna be
It'll
great.
be so
It's
good.
going to be so fun.
Where are the kids now? Are they in bed?
Sleeping, yeah.
They're asleep.
Aw. You guys are
I love you
incredible.
guys.
We're so grateful for you guys. And
Love
we'll be
you
praying,
so
we'll be praying
much.
for you, David.
Thank you, bro. Hey, thank you for the fire advice too, man. Gave you
Thanks,
some
man.
gold tonight.
Thank you.
Pray
man.
harder. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Just pray harder.
Pray
We're
harder.
gonna find her.
I'll do what I can. It's good to see you guys. We love you.
I love you both a whole lot.
Love you
Love
guys.
Have
you
a
so
good
much.
night.
Love
All
you
right,
guys.
guys.
This is the kind of stuff, man.
Bye,
These guys,
David.
man. Love you. Oh,
Bye,
no.
David.
Do it.
Bye,
Cancel.
brother.
Sorry.
Bye,
Love
bye,
you.
David.
I love you, man.
Bye, David. You know that I forget which show, what movie that is. It's The Other Guys. When
We just watched that the other night.
Just
First time I ever
watched
saw
that.
it.
do you remember when Mark Wahlberg kept saying bye to his wife, but didn't say
Yes.
bye to him? Bye,
Yes.
bye, whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Christina. Or,
I love
Christina.
when Phil goes,
That's it.
I don't know if he heard me. Bye, Steve. Like he shouts it again, dude.
yeah.
I watched that movie tonight. I thought all about you. I wanted to call you. The monologue in the beginning when Will Ferrell's like, you would
A
eat
200-pound tuna
Yes.
versus a lion? You lose that battle. You lose that battle 9 times.
9 times out of 10.
He said, "Now we've had a taste of lion, and now we got to study with kelp. We got to like." And
We set up a beachhead.
Beachhead.
got
We
breathing
aggressive.
apparatus. Some
Yeah,
kelp.
yeah, the craziest shit, bro. Oh man, I love it.
I love you.
I love you guys. Have a good
I'm
one.
gonna zoom you later. Let's watch that movie together. Like Rich. chill
Like
out.
doing that, like
Yeah.
the weirdest shit. All right, guys, take
All right,
care.
love you. Bye.
Peace.
Oh, I don't end it, do I? Okay. All right. This is what I want you to know right now. That kind of advice, David D. You
That
take
was
it for
gold.
You
granted.
can't take it
You
lightly.
take it for granted.
That was gold.
I gotta write that down.
All right.
It was straight truth.
It
Listen,
really was awesome.
We've got to say hello to our contestant.
Let's do it.
I can't wait.
All right, we're gonna get our contestant on. This is contestant number 5. Am I right?
Number 5.
No, 5. This is contestant number 5. If you're just joining us, David D is, well, we're trying to get him married. And who we calling right now, David D?
Emily.
All right, here we go. Let's get Emily on.
From Miami.
Emily.
Emily!
Emily!
What's up?
What is up?
Wow.
How you doing?
Yo. Can everyone see?
Yeah, let's get her on. Here we go. Right here. Put it right here. How's it going, Emily?
It's going. It's good. Today was a good day. My sister and I managed to make dinner for the family.
Okay.
Olive Garden theme. So we
That's
made some
great.
fettuccine alfredo.
Nice.
I love fettuccine alfredo.
That's great. That's great eating right there.
Well, Emily, we just got off the phone with a special friend who gave David D incredible relationship advice.
This is
and so
true.
I feel like now more than ever, he is ready to commit
Yes.
and he is ready to.
I'm seeing more clearly right now than ever.
Yeah. So, Emily, this is your second date. How did you feel about the first date, to be honest?
The first day was good. David D was a whole goofball. I mean, was it goofy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. That's
The goofy
who I
hat.
am.
Yeah.
though.
I
Yeah.
like that.
The whole Disney outfit. I was goofy. Yeah, I am goofy. It was fitting. Yes.
No, it was a blast.
It was a great first date. I'll just say that.
Hey, Emily, it was cute though, right?
I mean, yeah, say less. It was.
Yeah.
It was weird.
All right, D, how did you feel about the first date? Because she made it to the top 9. Sorry, someone.
I mean, you should have known after the first date she was gonna make the top 10 because the
Yes.
first date just went great.
yes.
A lot of great chemistry. Conversation was easy. A lot of good signs, Rich.
So, David D, we've been putting a lot of these girls in the hot seat, but I can already tell a lot of these girls are diamonds in the rough. Okay.
Yes.
The question about tonight's episode is more about proving, are you worth the diamond? So what I want you to do is I want you to describe to Emily as well as the rest of the audience, what is your go-to move for date number 2? Talk about the place that you're taking them to.
Yes.
Talk about where you shift the conversation.
Impressed.
Talk about what you wear. Talk about, how much of your testimony do you give on date 2? You got it. What's date 2 look like?
Yeah, I like this question because I think date number 1, you got to be careful. Number 1, that it's not too long.
Yep.
And number 2, that it's not too deep. Okay, I don't think you should,
Makes sense.
talk about everything on your first date. You don't weird the person out. Have some fun on the first date. Vibe them out. Get to know their personality a little bit.
Laugh, right?
Second date, laugh a lot. Tell stupid jokes.
Yeah.
Wear a goofy outfit. Wear a Disney hat that you never get to wear because you're 27 and you have a real job at this point. But
And if they come back for date 2 after you wear a goofy hat, you're like, I can trust this person.
Exactly.
Or I should run from this person. You're not really sure.
But it's one or the other. So to me, it's like a 50-50 shot, which is honestly better than a lot of the other odds that you're going to get if you don't wear the goofy hat.
Yes. Okay, so then where do you go, Goof?
This is so calculated.
Yeah.
Second date, here's what I think. Second date should be a little longer, okay?
Okay.
And so first date, I like a meal of some sorts. I've always thought a dinner is a great first date, but someone the other day was saying that a lunch could be a better first date. Kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off as far as dressing up. Doesn't matter.
Breakfast.
Breakfast be another good choice.
He
Yeah.
said that breakfast would be the new go-to as a date instead of dinner.
That's who said it.
Yeah, Andy told us that.
It was Andy.
That's right.
He's very, very wise. Happily
Andy.
married as well, so it worked for him.
He had some great advice for me too. He was the one that said, "Baby got Bible,"
Yeah.
Yes.
Great line. I love
which was
that.
great advice. Think about it every
So you
day.
think the second date dinner?
So dinner,
Second
where
date,
are you
I think
taking her to
dinner, and I think maybe even hanging out after dinner, like going on a walk. Like
Nice.
if you're at a restaurant in a cool area where, like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
What kind of a restaurant?
the beach. If you're near the beach, walk out on the beach.
What kind of a restaurant are you taking this person to? Are you going somewhere? Are you going to one of these like the mall?
So
Are you going
beginning
to,
dates, my
shopping
mind
center?
is like how I look eating the food. So I want something that is solid quality food that I can also eat
barbecue ribs.
easily in a very sophisticated manner. I can look sharp, like I know what I'm doing.
No ribs.
And Pastor. Ribs? No, not ribs.
Okay,
Not
sushi.
spaghetti.
So I said no ribs.
No ribs. Probably not spaghetti. Like, I think steak solid. Steak, you just cut it.
Oh, not me, man.
It's in its cubes.
I'm a barbecue guy, so if I'm going on a date number 2, I'm taking her to see how she handles, pulled pork sandwich. Okay.
Yikes.
Different,
Yeah.
different people.
I want honesty, man.
Yeah, and so I think something easy to eat, but also very good. Second date, I'm down to spend a little more money on the date.
Oh my goodness.
Drop a little more dough.
Sorry, this guy's a secret.
Save up that week, eat PB&J at work every meal so that you
Spend
can
it all on the date.
Spend it all on the date.
Now, Emily,
you gotta think ahead of time.
What's your perfect kind of idea for a second date?
For a second date or just an ideal date?
Maybe second date. Just to kind of keep it even more literal for tonight.
Second date. I mean, I do like a nice dinner. You know. I don't listen. I love the movies, but I feel like that's just like too basic. Like people just are running out of creativity.
Right. Thank you.
So I think we should do something like, okay, I've never been paintballing, but like something like that.
Oh, okay.
Or
that
something
is
just like
brilliant.
out of the.
That would be a blast.
Would we play on same team or different team? Are we shooting at each other, or are we like trying to take over
at each
the
other,
world together?
At each other.
And who would win, do you think, me or you?
I mean, I'm pretty confident, but
I love
That's a great
that.
answer. No, you should be confident. That's great.
Wow. Okay. So David D, she wants to go paintballing. She does not want to go to movies, and she wants to engage, man.
Movies are a tough call because you can't talk during the movie. You got to be quiet the whole time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
To me,
Cycle
movies like a
conversation.
good move if like you're actually like super nervous on the first date. Maybe
yeah. Like a horror
you go movie, because if it goes south, it's like I don't have to talk to him the whole movie. Yeah.
Now, Emily, quick question. You go to University of Miami, right?
Yes, I do.
What have you found out about the fall semester, summer semester? What are they saying to you guys?
Okay, I am not sure about the fall. I'm assuming it's going to be online. Obviously God can go and do a little snap and everything changes, but so far I don't think I've been notified that we'll have online classes. So, but that's my prediction. Like we might just have that. I still haven't moved out. I have all my stuff there because of health reasons, and they don't want big crowds over there moving out. They now have arranged like appointment time, so like I'll be down there maybe beginning of June to move out. But yeah, that's like the current update. That's what I know right now.
And what are like all your friends saying about this? Like, what's the common chatter? People are like bummed. People are like, "This is crazy."
Well,
like, give me some like, what year are you in university?
I'm about to be a senior.
Okay, so like, what are like seniors in college like? What are because I've been in my house for 9 weeks. Like, what's on your WhatsApp thread or your text thread? Everyone's like, "This is crazy. I miss school." Like, what do they say?
Well, for one, like I miss my friends, of course.
Sure.
And the main reason, so first of all, I applied to University of Miami because it's pretty ranked and it's a hard school to get into, and just
Very
the
hard.
reputation behind it,
Yeah.
just speaks a lot. And so I did that, and the fact that it's somewhat like it's far away from home, but still close enough for me to go back.
That's great.
And I also wanted a fresh start. Like most people just go to the same schools that their friends are at, just so they're not by themselves. I, for one, like to try new things, and
Come
like
on.
I don't, it was nerve wracking. Like I cried a little, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning. I'm like, man,
Sure.
like this is
Everybody
reality right now.
does.
Yeah. But anyway, so I think with the situation, like most of us are just bummed out about it because we, like, for instance, the UM crew, like we are a squad. Like we hang out, we love to see each other, and it's almost like we're siblings at this point. So we miss each other, but I also know my roommate, for instance, I told her, I'm like, I think we might have to take online classes. And she's not about it. Like, she was thinking of not even taking the fall semester if it was online.
Wow.
But I wouldn't do that because I want to graduate. So
Right.
Therefore, I'm still taking it. But all I know is the tuition better go down,
Sure.
if it's going to be online. Because UM is, it's up there. It's up
Right.
there. So,
It's a great school, though.
but yeah.
So I think a couple things to consider. I mean, yes, you need to get graduated. There's a good chance you could be married in the next month. So
That's the real tea.
and then David D, this matters to you as well, because if you guys are married, you need to cover her student loans. I mean, that's
facts.
That's a definite situation. So
our loans become.
I just want to make sure that you guys are.
As we become one, our loans become one.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Are you
like
debt,
this?
David D, are you debt free?
Like these are my loans and these are her loans. I'm not debt free. I have a loan out right now for a beanbag that I bought 2 years ago. It's the only loan I've ever taken out. I bought a love sack.
You can't make this stuff up.
For how much?
I bought a love sack and it seats 4 people, which is pretty amazing.
It's an
to
awesome
me,
beanbag.
it's really worth 4
And he
beanbags.
financed
Yeah.
it.
And I financed it for 4 years, and I paid $21 a month for the. I guess I got a year and a half left. I've been paying it for 2.5 years. But man, it's made me really have to get my budget in order each month. That $21 is like, that's 21 less dollars every month to use.
I love this idea. Are you in debt? I am in debt.
I'm in debt. And
So
so
love sack.
what'll happen is my beanbag debt will combine with her college loan debt.
Yeah.
Yes. And then it's one big debt.
It's
Love
pretty
it.
great though. I mean, you get a college education, you need some beanbag. I mean, I think you guys are bringing, a lot to the table.
Education and comfort. Those are 2 of the top 5 most important words in your life.
Yeah, something like that.
Emily, we saw that you put the gratitude effect into effect. That was amazing. David D, describe to the audience what we saw Emily doing, because it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I really liked your spin on the gratitude effect. I thought it was pretty brilliant. She loaded up a cooler with water, and obviously Miami is very hot, and her idea was to go out in her neighborhood and give out these waters for free, okay?
Awesome.
Just imagine being really hot one day and like running, and then magically someone's there to give you a free water.
I've been
Emily,
there. I've
Emily.
been there. But
Emily
nobody's
did that.
ever given me water.
Not only that, she had like probably 300 yards to get the waters to her spot, and she walked halfway holding it. That's sacrifice.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Dedication.
You're an incredible friend.
Strength.
Yeah. And she got her sister to participate.
So,
Yeah.
I
That's a
loved
feat in
it.
itself.
Honestly, I did.
so Emily, a little song that David D wants to sing to you. We're going to throw it back a little bit to a great season in history when boy bands ruled the world and guys like David D were really like, sort of at the top of their game. It's hard out here for boy band people now, but David D's still vicariously living through a couple of them. But this is a little song by a little group called
Backstreet Boys.
oh, nice. Here we go.
Backstreet's back, all right?
All right, this is for Emily.
It's for you, Emily.
Date number 2. By the way, date number 3, he brings a symphony.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I thought you said that's what you do. Oh, okay, sorry.
What you set me up for?
Well,
You
Yeah.
are awesome.
Yeah, here we go.
You're the best, man.
All right,
You
cool.
set me up.
This could be your future wife.
All right,
So,
here we go.
respectful.
Empty spaces fill me up with hope. Distant places with no place left to go. Without you within me, I can't find no rest. Where I'm going is anybody's guess.
That reminded me of Wyatt with the elephant truck. Elephant march.
That was the track, bro.
Okay, sorry. Keep
It's
going.
a trombone.
I'm sorry.
It's like
It's late.
I
Keep
thought it
going.
was the elephant.
Keep going. Honestly. Go back. Keep going.
Okay.
I try to go on like I never knew you. I'm awake, but my world is half asleep. I pray for this heart to be unbroken, but without you, all I'm going to be is incomplete.
It's one of the
I
weirdest.
loved
It's one of the
it.
weirdest.
That's a
songs,
classic, though.
man.
Look at that. Everyone's loving this. It's a great song. I hope everyone's saying that with me.
Oh my goodness.
Snapped.
Yeah.
Emily, do you have any songs that you like to sing?
Me?
Yeah.
Wait, right now?
Why not?
Okay. Let me think. I don't know. Wait, do you guys have any requests? Something that's too crazy.
Anything that comes to your mind, just something you feel like singing.
We just had JB on. She's just singing a JB song.
Oh yeah, do you know a JB song?
You know a Justin Bieber song? Baby, baby, baby.
How does it start?
Like that?
I don't know.
Whatever's in your heart.
Dang. Hold up. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Yeah, Google it.
You're gonna smash this.
Here we go. She's fired up.
This girl's an entertainer. Okay.
Let's do this.
Singer.
I mean,
Heights.
What about What a Wonderful World? Or I'm trying to think.
A lot of good songs out there.
I looked in
But
the light.
she's about to find the perfect one. I just know it, man. Rich, what are you thinking right now?
I'm excited for this.
I know the
The
anticipation
is.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing.
Yeah.
Anticipation.
Emily, what are you doing right now? You're getting into your musical files?
I'm trying to go through Spotify. I forget what music I had.
Oh, I'm
I
excited.
don't know whether I should sing. Like, okay, this is.
Oh.
Wait, tú tienes?
Just follow your heart.
Oh,
Mom!
let's say hi to your mom.
Mom!
She does not want. She is not.
She's not coming on.
Tell her happy late Mother's Day.
¿Qué dijo de que?
Yeah.
Okay. ¿Qué canción canto? ¿Algún español?
Ooh.
En español. I mean, it's okay.
Is that French?
Does that mean she gonna sing with you?
Spanish, if that's okay.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect. Yeah.
¿Hago Selena? ¿Hago Selena? Sí, mi amor, es Selena. Kimbara, Kimbara.
Oh, I like that.
Oh.
I like that. Whatever you said there, we like that.
Oh.
Okay, espérate. Let me pull up the lyrics. So
Here we go.
Sorry for the delay, guys.
No, it's great.
You're good.
We just.
Worth the wait.
I'm gonna do a 24-hour live stream pretty soon this week, so I'm just getting my stamina going.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hold on.
We broke a record tonight.
Okay. So I'm gonna sing Kimbara by Celia Cruz. I know my Latinos out there know this
Yes.
song.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I love this.
Okay.
Thanks
Here
for
we go.
doing this.
Of course. Just a little snippet.
Okay.
Okay.
La rumba me está llamando. Bombo, dile que ya voy. Que me espere un momentico. Mientras canto un guaguancó. Dile que no es un desprecio, pues vive en mi corazón. Mi vida es tan solo eso, rumba buena y guaguancó. Mamá, papá. Instrumentals. Kimbara, kumbara, kura, kimbamba, kimbara, kumbara, kura, kimbamba. Si quieres gozar, si quieres bailar, kimbara, kumbara, kura, kimbamba. And then it keeps going. Kimbara, kumbara, kura, kimbamba, kimbara, kumbara, kura, kimbamba. Ahora la Teresa también usadito, kimbara, kumbara, kuma, kimbaito. That's it.
Let's
Yeah!
go!
I love that.
Wow.
Let's
You
go.
actually can sing.
What a singer.
You brought
You're actually
it.
very good.
And on the spot too. That was
You guys,
awesome.
you guys hype me up way too much.
No, I'm
Are you
You
serious.
had
kidding
so
me?
much
You're
fun.
actually pretty good. That was
I love
great.
hanging
Stop.
with you.
Say less. I don't know what that even means, but I
That
like
was
when you'll
awesome.
say it.
I like that song,
I
too.
loved it.
Thank you.
Thank
You're a
you
singer.
so much. I think you chose the perfect
What
song.
is that song? I want to get that on Spotify. I forgot this.
It's a classic. Oh, okay. Actually, I had a question for you, David, but let me respond first to Pastor Rich. It's called Kimbara by Celia Cruz. She's a Cuban, or she died, but she was a Cuban artist.
Okay.
Very recognized.
Yes.
Like, Miami. And especially in Miami.
Yes.
So I got to know this stuff. You got to make sure I
I
stay
know that
educated.
song.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to listen to it tonight. What was your question for D?
Oh, do you know how to dance?
Ooh.
You know, I like to dance, but a lot of people in my life would not say it's a strength, but I'm willing to learn.
Okay.
I want to
alright.
get better. You
We
know?
love that. We love
Yeah.
at least someone that wants to learn.
Do you like to
know?
dance?
She's a dancer. You can tell. She's a salsa.
Do I?
You're a
Do I?
dancer.
Yes. Listen, when it comes, adiós, te quiero. Buenas noches.
Te quiero.
Yo a ti.
Oh, gracias.
My man.
When it comes to like parties in general, man, you put a good song and I'm all in. Like,
Yes, good.
I don't know what it is. Like, it's in the roots. It's in, I don't know if it's because I'm Latina. Like, I don't know.
He's got to learn. He's got to learn how to
I
do it.
love this.
Bottom line.
I gotta learn.
No question.
Hey,
I'm gonna be a great dancer one day.
he might not
I'm
have
committed.
all of that, but I'm telling you, he's got that same soul. Trust me.
Yeah.
When the music hits,
The heart's
this guy
there.
feels it, man. So
I think you're so much fun. I'm loving getting
this is
to
a
know
match
you.
made in heaven, I
Thank
think.
you. I love that. It means a lot for real.
All right, guys, light up the chat. This is Team Emily.
Team
Such a saying.
Emily.
I hope we see you in the top 5.
She
If
smashed
not,
the challenge.
we'll see you at church in a few weeks, hopefully.
Yes, for sure.
Fingers crossed.
We love you so much.
Yes.
No, I love you guys.
You're the
for real.
best.
Happy
Thanks
we
for
got to see your
encouraging
face
us.
and
Tell your
chat.
mom she's awesome.
Will do.
You're the
Yes.
best. Bye.
Bye.
D.
Bye.
Have a good night.
That could be the one, D.
Yeah.
She was epic, man.
Yeah,
She
she's
was
really great.
something. I
She
love
smashed.
You guys,
Hey,
we
she
went
can sing.
long tonight, and we were supposed to go to short tonight. So it's crazy.
Dave D. Love. Emily.
David D.
Oh,
loves.
Emily.
All right, we're going to take a break tomorrow
Love.
night, Wednesday. We're back
Emily.
Thursday and Friday. It's going to be a great week. Pray for David D. We're worried about him. Remember what Don Tree encouraged us with tonight? The functional view of God. I thought that was really beautiful. And thank you for our special guests, Justin and Haley Bieber.
Yep.
Catch them at VU Conference Live 2020. We're making big announcements this Friday about it. You're going to want to be a part of it. A free event, mind you, but you got to register. We'll tell you more about it this
Tuesday
week.
is the
Don't-
new Friday.
Tuesday's the new
Thursday!
Thursday. Team Emily in the house. Rocky loves Emily. Rocky loves Emily. Rocky loves Emily. Rocky loves Emily.